yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up and...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jaguars and the Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month of change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Williams.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen.
Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30.
3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Williams.
Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
To the air, Williams.
Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Here's Williams. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add 6 to their lead.
And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Williams going to throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at two-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lawrence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to throw is Williams.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go. Here's Williams.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Play action. Now Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. Well, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Williams.
Forced out to his left. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So this time the conversion is good after a pair of failed 2-point tries. Charles, they're 1 for 3 now.
And you would figure with 3 touchdowns scored, your minimum number of points would be 21, right? 3 extra points. And as you noted, they went for 2 twice, didn't get it. Went here again. This reminds me of something a coach told me a while ago. They have more 2-point plays on their ready sheet nowadays than ever before. It used to be like 1 or 2. Now most teams have up to 6 or 7 that they have at the ready.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. That is caught, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. To throw, it's Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds.
Touchdown! Khalil Herbert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Flush to his right, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left,
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Following the fumble recovery, Williams.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
DJ Moore.
Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Red on red.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On play action, Lawrence.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. It was a solid first half for running back Khalil Herbert. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good measure. He was awesome. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Herbert to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They've been brilliant. Perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3. And they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are pouring it on. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Gun. Hey, go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hey.
ETN up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Rip, 23.
Another tote for ETN. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones on the return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right.
That complete. Hits Tyler Scott with it.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his target, Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On play action, here's Williams.
This is caught. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And they will finally stop it, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Williams.
Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's Williams.
Dancing to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Williams from the gun on third down.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Bears! Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's got Thomas yet again complete.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lawrence will throw. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Devin Duvernay.
32 yards.
And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it. To throw, it's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Now Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
On the return is Jones.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Play action. Now Williams. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw once more. Here's Williams. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.